Hi everyone, welcome to our virtual story time here at Michigan City Public Library. My name is Mr. Dave, and before we begin the stories today, I thought we could shake our hands up. Shake your hands up really good. Put them out to the side. Put them out in front of you. Wiggle your fingers around. Okay, is everybody ready? I have 10 little fingers, and they all belong to me. I can make them do things. What do you like to see? I can shut them tight. I can open them wide. I can put them together. I can make them hide. I can make them fly high. I can make them fly low. I can fold them like this and hold them just so. Good job, everybody. Caps for sale. A tale of a peddler, some monkeys, and their monkey business. Story and pictures by Esfir Slobotkina. This book is read with permission by Scholastic Incorporated. Once there was a peddler who sold caps. But he was not like an ordinary peddler, carrying his wares on his back. He carried them on top of his head. First, he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as not to upset his caps. As he walked along, he called, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he. And he walked out of town slowly, slowly, so as not to upset his caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for a rest," thought he. And he sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put his hand to feel if they were straight. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, and the red caps on the very top. They were all there, so he went to sleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. Uh-oh. He looked to the right of him, no caps. He looked to the left of him, no caps. He looked in back of him, no caps. He looked behind the tree, no caps. Then he looked up into the tree. What do you think he saw? On every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was a gray or a brown or a blue or a red cap. His caps. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking a finger at them. "You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him and said, This made the peddler angry, so he shook both his hands at them and said, You monkeys, you give me back my caps. But the monkeys only shook their hands back at him and said, now he felt quite angry. He stamped his foot and he said, you monkeys, you better give me back my caps. But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, by this time the peddler was really very, very angry. He stamped both his feet and shouted, you monkeys, you must give me back my caps. But the monkeys only stamped both their feet back at him and said, at last he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap, threw it on the ground, and began to walk away. But then each monkey pulled off his cap. And all the gray caps, and all the brown caps, and all the blue caps, and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. And slowly, slowly, he walked back to town calling, caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap. Caps for Sale by Esfir Slobotkina. Who Took the Farmer's Hat? By Joan L. Nodset, with pictures by Fritz Siebel. This book is read with permission by HarperCollins Publishing. The farmer had a hat, an old brown hat. Oh, how he liked that old brown hat. But the wind took it, and away it went. The farmer ran fast, but the wind went faster. Oh no. So the farmer had to look for it. He looked, and he looked. And he looked. No old brown hat. He saw a squirrel. Squirrel, do you see my old brown hat? Said the farmer. No, said Squirrel. I saw a fat, round, brown bird in the sky. A bird with no wings. The farmer saw a mouse. Mouse, did you see my old brown hat? Said the farmer. No, said Mouse. I saw a big, round, brown mouse hole in the grass. I ran to it, but away it went. The farmer saw a fly. Fly, did you see my old brown hat? Said the farmer. No, said Fly. I saw a flat, round, brown hill. The hill was in a tree, and then that hill took off, and away it went. The farmer saw a goat. Goat, did you see my old brown hat? Said the farmer. No, said Goat. I saw a funny round brown flower pot. I was going to eat it, but the wind took that flower pot away. The farmer saw a duck. Duck, did you see my old brown hat? Said the farmer. No, said Duck. I saw a silly round brown boat, but Bird took that. The farmer saw a bird. Bird, did you take my old brown hat? Said the farmer. No, said Bird. I saw this nice round brown nest, but no hat. The farmer looked at the nest in the tree. A nice old round brown nest. Bird was in it, and an egg was in it. Oh my, said the farmer. Like it? Said Bird. I like it, said the farmer. Oh yes, I like that nice round brown nest. It looks a little like my old brown hat, but I see it as a nice round brown nest. The farmer has a new brown hat. Oh, how he likes that new brown hat. And how a bird likes that old brown nest. Who Took the Farmer's Hat? By Joan Nodset, with pictures by Fritz Siebel. Be sure to visit the library to pick up this week's take-home Storytime craft.